Flosstube. We're the real Housewives of Cross Stitch.
I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Chelsea.
This is Ronnie.
And Cash is down here.
And we're here to talk to you about our stitching this week.
Alright, first of all, sorry for the delay last week. So we recorded at our normal time, and then for whatever reason, YouTube decided to take 5 hours to upload the video. So it came out later.
Nervous wrecks.
Yeah, we had to restart it a few times, and it was just a pain in the butt. Usually, I mean, it'll take a couple hours for it to upload, but this was just ridiculous. And then when we got it uploaded, some of the links didn't work, so we've corrected all of that. Everything works now. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
But thank you for all the comments. Oh my gosh, there was a lot.
Yes, and somebody noticed that I uploaded the garden tour at like 3 in the morning. They said, "Is Cash waking you up?" And I said, "Yeah, that's just one of the normal times we get up."
And that was the only time we had to do it. It wasn't ideal conditions because of the wind, but
yeah,
you get the idea.
And the distracted bees.
and the boys in the window waving.
Without a shirt on. I didn't even realize what was going on.
We didn't either until people started commenting.
And then we had to go watch the video really closely. Okay, shout outs this week, Broadway Stitcher. And then question. So Southern Stitcher, do you ever cut your flowers and bring them in?
Yes, I always have a ball jar of zinnias on my kitchen counter.
A few mason jars of zinnias. The more you cut them, the more they'll bloom. So that they're a cut flower, and that's what you really want to do.
Sometimes I do bring the hydrangeas in. This year I haven't. We did make Chelsea a huge wreath out of my Annabelle hydrangeas that are green.
Yep. So you didn't have to dry them or anything. You just wait till they're green outside on the bush, and then you can cut them off. And she put it on a wire frame. I took the gate from their old fence, and I brought it home and told my husband that I wanted to put it up on the wall. And after a few dirty looks, he was like, "Okay, whatever." And so now in my hallway upstairs is a piece of home, the gate from their old fence, and now a big hydrangea wreath on it. And it's doing well so far. I was worried about the little petals falling off. Nothing like that. And
they stay, yeah.
It's awesome. We tried to get some pictures of it. It's not in an ideal spot where I can get a good picture of it. Pam, are all your gardens in full sun?
No.
No, she's got a mixture. Cindy, do you save your seeds?
No.
You should save some for a giveaway.
No. I'd be afraid that they wouldn't grow. That's why I don't save them, because with my luck, I would plant them all over the place and nothing would grow, and then I'd be like back at square one and I'd have to go buy them, so I just buy them.
I do plan on having her save some seeds from that orange one.
Queen Orange Lime Zinnia.
Queen Orange Lime Zinnia. Say that 5 times fast.
I bought a package of them and only one plant grew, probably
but
because...
it shoots up 5 or 6 different flowers. I mean, more than that.
Yeah, there's probably 6 different varieties of colors on that one plant, but that's where Ronnie like runs through in her
daily escapades.
Planting them there.
Cindy D, do you plant those purple grasses every year?
Yes.
Yeah, those don't come back. They're not perennial. Sherry loves stitching. How long has it taken you to develop your gardens?
I would think that 4 to 5 years ago, I really started with the hydrangeas, and that was when I really started to every year plant a ton of stuff. Yes.
She used to have just like shrubs. Yep. All right. No color. Now she has so much color.
But when I moved into this house, there was over 100 rose bushes.
Really? I didn't know that.
But they were those old-fashioned ones that got the diseases and bugs and were nasty, so I have 2 left of those 100.
Oh, out in the front.
There, and that pink one over on the corner.
Oh, okay. All right. Taylor, the Southern Stitcher, have you seen the pumpkin charm from Pandora? She thought we'd like it.
No, I haven't seen it, but
that'd be awesome for our pumpkin picking escapades. Dory, yeah, pumpkin picking is next week. Apple picking is this week. Dory is also a quilter. Do you have a formula for dividing your time between your hobbies? Just do it.
We don't work very good at dividing our time. Sometimes we don't even get to our hobbies, so we still have those bags of quilt squares, and every time I look at them, I'm thinking I should go down the stairs and get my sewing machine, but...
She's got to wait for me because she's got to sew my quilt, too.
I don't have to wait for you for that, but I've been busy again this week painting, so I can't wait till that project is done.
I haven't.
It's only taken a year.
We had a bunch of doctor's appointments this week for the girls and Cash, and I went shopping, and that was about it. Cash got his 2-month shots yesterday, and I was a nervous wreck the night before Googling everything, so don't do that if you're a new mom. All right, Patricia, how often do you fertilize your gardens?
I fertilize my annuals in the pots and like my zinnias every week to 10 days with Miracle Grow.
Vic, do zinnias come back every year? And no, you have to.
Our winters are
replant
too
them.
cold that it freezes a seed. Some places like down south, they come back for them all the time, but ours don't.
And when you prune your hydrangeas, do you cut everything to the ground?
No.
It depends on the hydrangea. All hydrangeas
But
are different.
I don't cut any of mine all the way to the ground. My Annabelle hydrangeas I cut down to 1/3 of the size of the plants. The other ones I just cut the flowers off.
Okay. Diane, do you thin out your zinnias once they pop up?
No.
You should probably. Okay, so this is how I plant my zinnias.
Yeah, me too.
I take the bag and I just shake them out. So I
But
don't plant them.
I like a lot of them. I don't want just like one plant.
Right. So we aren't that type of gardener where that is why we made such a big deal about her having to do the weed fabric this year in her garden, because everything was in like a straight line and her tomatoes were all lined up, which is great for a vegetable garden, but she likes, and I like the more cottagey flower gardens where things are
Right.
just sporadic and everywhere.
Because normally in my vegetable garden, I would have sunflowers just popping up by themselves.
That's what mine did.
And I would have tomatoes just popping up by themselves, and I would just leave them. So you could barely walk through there or anything.
And my stepdad would get so frustrated. Sunflowers don't belong in the garden. Yes, they do. And zinnias, she'd have rows of zinnias in between everything just because. But some people do just plant the one seed at a time. We
No.
are just not those people. That's how we fit in so much in our day. We just kind of, here we go. Just a little bit here, a little bit here. Rita, do you grow
Kinda like we cook.
Yeah, right. Right. She gets so frustrated when I'm trying to cook for her because I have to measure everything out, where she's straight Italian and she just dumps stuff in. Just Linda, what brand of chalk paint do you use? Rust-Oleum chalked. Sweetheart Stitchers, have you ever thought about stitching a Disney piece with how much we love them?
Yes, I have thought about it, and yes, I like a lot of them, but
Full coverage for a lot.
Right.
Like the Thomas Kincaid ones,
but
right?
yeah, but where would I put it in my house?
Yeah, maybe one. I have downloaded a few from Etsy for the girls. Like Ada finished a Elsa, and I have the Mickey Mouse ears that are filled with characters. What I was planning to do with that, and I'm still planning to do, is stitch that up and mount that on a cork board and put all of our Disney pins. The girls got a bunch of pins when they went to Disney World for the first time, and I plan to add to that collection, and instead of just sitting in a drawer.
But you can put that in their room.
Right.
I don't have any kids
to do
rooms.
that. Right. Not anymore. Get makeover. Sorry, they didn't know. All right, that's all the questions I have this week. What else do you have going on? I don't think he watches the videos. Sorry, Tanner.
Well, so for previous finishes, with I Needle and Thread September Wordplay, and I had previously just finished it with the burlap on the back, but then I added the homespun. I love it.
And this was done in DMC conversion that she
And I stitched that a while ago.
a long time ago.
Yep. And this one I added homespun to the back of too. This is Country Cottage Needleworks September Cottage. And I have both of these together on my buffet in the dining room. It's right across from us. And actually the witch bucket is still sitting there. Thanks for all your comments on that. I love it too.
I do love that one. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then for finishes, I started and finished the thankful now Scarecrow string. Because I minus the turkey and I added a Scarecrow.
How did you come up with that?
I just started stitching and he appeared.
He appeared. He had a darker complexion. She changed it. He had a really bad suntan.
So I
I
used the color that was like on the O, and I did change all the colors, and they're on my blog. And then I sent it to her, and she's like, "That's a dark Scarecrow."
He looked like he had baked in the sun for a while.
So then I took it out and I did him in ecru DMC, and then I added some ecru DMC down here in this little checkerboard area so it would like
match.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And then this is that board that we got the boards at
Hobby Lobby
and
in
put
the
them together.
unfinished wood.
And I added a bow of gray buffalo check, orange checks, the
yellow thistly
things, and some berries. Love it.
All right, I had 2 finishes this week, but they're not fully finished. I had Mary Mary. This is a Country Cottage Needleworks ornament. This was one of my Stitch Mania pieces.
So cute.
And I used the called for flosses on there. These ornaments are really great because there's not a lot of floss that they call for, and they only call for a couple colors of fancy floss.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mary String. This is the one Mom had finished as well. I started it before, but she finished it before me.
It was Chelsea's idea to do it on the aqua, and it's really cute.
And this will be finished
Right.
to go on to this, so it'll all be interchangeable. So these are really quick and fast to do.
Oh, I was thinking you finished the spooky string. You
No.
finished the Mary string. Okay.
Mary String.
Okay. Because I was saying we could do
them
it
together. Yeah. Okay.
How far are you?
Yeah, I'm not.
No. Okay.
I'll finish it this week for you. Okay, and then you want to show your whips?
Sure.
Do you have any finishes?
Yeah. I
Besides-
just showed you.
Right, I'm saying just stitched.
No, it's been a busy week. It's been hard. So I stitched a little bit more on Plum Street Samplers. What is that?
Mary 3 with the little bovine.
I started a little bit on the house and I did some of the balls. I did some of the black on...
This is Bank Creek Happy Christmas row. This goes on her vintage window.
I love this too.
And she's changing a lot of how this looks. Okay.
For Witchy Wednesday, I started Basket Full of Autumn because I've already done the others. I've done the summer and the spring. So, and I have the stand that it goes on. It's sitting in the corner. So all my pictures on my Instagram have that the 4th of July print still on it.
Love it. What color is her dress?
Oh, isn't that cool? It's
Yeah.
a muddy puddle. It's perfect for a witch. That's not what it's chartered for, but
I'm sure Wood Trail is what it's chartered for. That's a lot of them.
it might be. I don't know.
Okay. Oh!
So,
PC Pumpkin Hollow Farms.
right, and I had told everyone that I was gonna
Use the called for colors, and then
and
she
that
ran
didn't
out.
happen.
She ran out. So she's changed the colors. What color are you going to do the house?
Oh, I didn't bring it in here. It's that grayish, bluish. I think it's Old Money from Classic Color Works.
Okay.
So I did.
And then hickory sticks for the roof.
Roof and the tree, and I did Colonial Copper for the pumpkins. And I will, as soon as I get. I don't want to tell everybody what colors I'm using, just in case I start to stitch and I change my mind, because I've already ripped out the roof once. So,
as soon as she gets her final plans set in, she'll take a picture and put them on.
because I've had a couple of people ask me about it, and I can't remember where they asked me, and I went to look for it today, and I just am not 100% certain that what I'm thinking is going to happen, but if it does, then I'll be more than happy to share.
Okay. Anyways, you just probably created an uproar. All right, so Little House Needleworks, Little Miss Sunflower. This was another one of my mania starts. I didn't get a lot of this done, but I worked on it this week, filling in more of the roof.
Doesn't seem like Halloween's just coming too quick.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Halloween costumes are already in the store, and I'm trying to
They've
figure
been in
out
the store since August, so
what I'm going to be. Autumn ABCs.
I'm gonna be a real housewife.
Be a wicked mother. Autumn ABCs. I got some more of the leaves done there. Okay. And then Pumpkin Hollow Farms. I am sticking to the called for colors, except for the carrots. I couldn't find my, what's it called for? Pumpkin,
Yeah.
what is it called? Okay, yeah. The pumpkin that it's called for, sorry. Pumpkin Harvest. I changed it to glazed carrots.
I just wanted mine to be darker. That's why I went with the Colonial Copper. That's pretty.
Yep. Glazed carrots. Classic
That looks really
Colorworks.
pretty, and you're further than me.
This is what I was working on last night.
I do love the tree in that one.
Okay. That's all I have for swips.
Oh, that's mine.
Yeah.
Oh, where's yours? We should hold them up together.
The one time you'll see me further than my mother on something. Mark it. Minute 15, 14 seconds. She's going to sit down and stitch it and finish it tonight like it's your job just because I said that. Watch. Okay, what else we got? You have some haul, I have some haul. We both have the same haul.
Yep. The chicken punch needle.
I have to start this soon.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love it. Yes, somebody asked how I finished my pumpkin. I haven't finished it yet. It's still on the hoop, so I'm getting there.
It looks very small though. Like we could get it done really quick.
Okay, Priscilla.
Is it true that you're not supposed to, if you're like an expert punch needle, is it true that once you start a project you're not supposed to take it off the hook?
Yeah, I want to know. Like, what do you do if you have multiple punch needle projects that
Do
you
you have to
want
buy multiple hoops?
Or what I was thinking is you could just buy the bottom part of the hoop because then you could just switch
The top part of
stand.
the hoop?
Yeah,
Oh. Where
So-
do you do that?
I'm saying just buy the bigger hoops
Oh.
that go on there.
Okay.
We'll see. Maybe, I don't know. And
Thank
then,
you to everyone for all your Automakers Farm love. Everybody loves it. So
Loved it.
thank you so much.
And then we got the last in the series.
No, it's not the last. There's one more, the barn that we saw yesterday.
Oh, the barn with the sheep. Baba Black Sheep, I think it was called.
I love that little barn. It
So
was
number
very
8
cute.
we got. I haven't started stitching these yet. I'm waiting.
I gotta get back to mine.
I'm waiting.
I took a month off. I gotta get back to it. Because I was doing my one a month and then I'm like, it's fall. I gotta get my fall stuff done. Now I gotta get Halloween done.
What else? Okay.
And then I gotta get Christmas done.
Everybody who's still making yard sauce, somebody posted
So are
on my
we.
Instagram. Right. I wanted to share how we made it this week. My mom has made it in the past, and I've been eating my leftovers for probably 4 days straight now. So in the pan, you brown up some Italian sausage and add the yard sauce to that, and then I put like a tablespoon of butter and some more salt and pepper into it, and then add some
A little pinch of sugar.
a little pinch of sugar and some half and half in
And
there.
some basil.
And basil. And
And
it's
some grated cheese.
yes, Parmesan cheese on top. It's awesome.
I just made that this
Awesome.
week too.
That's what day did you make it? Because we probably made it the same day.
2 days ago. Yesterday I had it for lunch and then the day before that.
Yeah, we made it the same day. I've been eating it for breakfast though, so that's the difference there. We did get some gifts, so I got some cross-stitch magazines with chickens in them. And she was so sweet that she noted all the chickens for me so I can go in and easily find them. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I need to look at those. I used to get that subscription a long time ago, and then when I got out of cross-stitching, I got rid of all my magazines. I only kept the ones that have the stockings in them.
Oh, really?
But that was always such a cool magazine.
Okay.
But remember I bought a bunch of those too at that church rummage sale?
Yes. Yes. Okay, and then we have
Our winners.
the winners from last week. So I've already repackaged it. So one of them was from the Humble Bumble Stitchers Etsy. So Sally Ann, she was kind enough to make us a sewing booklet. And yes, lots of you have gone to her Etsy, and she currently has the scissor keep and her dolls. You're playing footsie with me.
Sorry, I thought that was a dog.
That was your toes, and it was weird. Whoa. We're both bare feet, so it was just she was like stroking my foot with hers.
I wasn't. I was kicking my foot. I wasn't stroking your foot.
With her big toe, just
God.
and her bunion, just. So Sally, she does some of her orders. I mean,
Her chair is empty. I'm accepting applications.
You're gonna need me to type up the application. So she was gracious enough to make us a sewing booklet for the giveaways. She has mentioned that she might start adding the gifts that we received from her, like the bucket and the pillow in her Etsy shop. You have to take into account that she's hand stitching all of these. A lot of the patterns she's creating herself.
Yeah.
So it does take a little bit of time to get.
And it's well worth it.
Yeah, if you go and look at her reviews, you can see from everybody about the excellent quality and everything that she does. I mean, she puts her heart and soul into everything that she has sent us, and I so appreciate it. So the winner of the sewing booklet is Laura Love from Laura Loves Rubber Stamps, I think it is, right? Yeah. And then the second giveaway, so there was over 1,200 comments for me to sort through. So if I missed your question this week, be kind enough to ask it again next week where we don't have 1,200 comments.
We might have.
All right, so then we had 2 charts of the Autumn Acres.
And I'm also doing giveaways on my Instagram and Facebook page right now. So if you haven't entered there already,
Enter there
hop
too.
on over. Yeah.
Okay, so the winner, chart number 1 is Sandcastle Cottage, and then winner number 2 is Nitpickers. So all 3 of you, if you guys could send us an email, our email is listed in the description box below, and just let us know your address, your physical address, and we can send these out to you this week.
Thanks so much for entering.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for all the
Autumn
comments.
Acres love. Yes.
I love reading about your LNSs and your websites that you purchase from. I mean, it's really good for other people to go and read through the comments to see where they could go shop to if they're on vacation or if they're doing a road trip or they're new to cross stitching and they didn't know that they had a brick and mortar store near them. And then for this week, so this week's giveaway, Jackie from the Rocking Horse in Farmington, Michigan, she contacted us, and her framer does store exclusives designs, and so she wanted to send one for a giveaway. So this week's giveaway is the Halloween sled trio,
So cute.
and you get the kit with it, so everything you need to do it.
That's a nice giveaway.
Absolutely. And she also is starting to do a Floss of the Month Club. So we had talked about that before, you know, bulking up your fancy floss stash. So if you wanted to do one of those as well, she's starting with Classic Colorworks. Her store website is going to be listed below. He's not a happy camper. We gave him some Tylenol just because he had his shots yesterday, but he had a fever this morning. I mean, he's not by any means fussy. He's a good baby, so it's just sad for me to see him like this. I didn't cry, just so you know. The question that you are going to ask, what was your favorite Halloween costume growing up? What was your favorite?
That's good.
Mine was probably when I was the Flower Queen.
I liked your Dorothy one.
Oh yeah, Dorothy. I still have that costume. Do you think I'd still fit in it?
Probably.
I'll see if I still fit in it. It's in my closet at home, so I'll see if I still fit in it, and I can show up next week in it.
I remember glittering those shoes with that red glitter, and it was all over the house.
And my brothers were...
The lion and the Scarecrow?
I think so. And then we had a Toto dog at that point, didn't we? Yep. Okay. So that's the question. Answer below. Don't say giveaway. Don't say free
Be a
chart.
subscriber, like the video.
Yep.
And
I think that's all we have.
if you get your inspiration from us, tag us. Tag my blog. We'd love to see your projects, and follow us on Instagram at Priscilla Blaine, at Chelsea356, Priscilla's 2000 on Facebook, and Priscilla's2000.blogspot.com, where you can find more of everything that we show. And also, we had a few comments from people saying thank you for not repeating the same things over and over from the questions.
You're welcome. So just remember that my mom's blog is a resource, and all our old videos are listed below. So if you go to our YouTube channel and you go to videos at the top, you'll see a list, and you can start from the beginning.
And then too, on my blog, I wanted to show on my phone, but I forgot to bring it up.
Okay.
But if you're on my blog, and on the right hand side, there's like popular posts. So you can find the
Yard
roasted
sauce.
tomato sauce there, and usually the projects that I've done that week are listed right there, so they're easy to find. And also in December of every year, maybe not back to the beginning of my blog, but I do a post of what I stitched all year, so you can find stitching finishes all in one post that I stitched that year.
And with that, do you link back to your
Yes.
old ones? Okay,
Yes.
so that's probably the easiest way if you're looking for something from last year that she stitched or the year before. You can go to December, and in that you'll be able to click on the links to see the previous
And then
finish.
down below that too, there's an index of keywords. So if you click on any of those, like say it's a hands-on design piece or a Plum Street Samplers, if you click on those 2 things, it should take you to the posts that are all about that. So
Are you planning on posting any recipes this week?
I did take pictures of my mustard roasted potatoes last night, so maybe you're going to see the mustard roasted potatoes.
Oh, did you hear that? Yeah. And
we're still picking tomatoes, so
I would
there's
look
still yard
forward
sauce being made.
to maybe some apple posts. So she has a lot of apple recipes that she does.
Yeah, the apple pizza's already on my blog. That's a good one.
What about the praline?
That's already on my blog too.
Well, we'll just relink it. All right, guys.
And we hope all of you that are dealing with the hurricane.
Oh yeah, stay safe.
Yes.
If you have to evacuate, grab something to stitch. Just kidding.
When I was watching
Be
the news
safe.
this morning, there was like lots of water. It was up to the windows, and I would be freaking out. So.
Are you okay? All right, guys. We will see you. Do we have any videos that we're going to share this week? There's no tours.
I'm hoping for my fall tour.
Oh, fall tour. Okay, so you'll
my
see it.
fall home tour.
We'll see it next year with our schedule. Just kidding, guys.
I need a new videographer, so the chair's open. Just kidding.
Did you hear that, Cash? All right, guys.
Bye.